Hi, okay, so today I'm going to make a superfood smoothie. So this is something that you definitely want to start your day with. Have one in the morning or have one in the afternoon or as a pick-me-up, but this is going to help you get as many servings of fruits and vegetables in this cup. It's easy to drink, it's easy to digest, and it's going to be a super powerhouse. So I'm just going to give you the rules, or my rules, on how to make it easy for yourself. Just going to fix that. Okay, so first thing I do is I take my Vitamix and I fill it with water all the way up to the 1.5 line, okay? And then I take my coconut water, organic coconut water, and I just give a little more, half more. So now it's filled to the 2 line with liquid, okay? So there we go. So the first thing you want to start with your, in your smoothie, the first thing you want to do, just fix this a little, is start with greens. So if you can buy a bunch of kale or spinach or buy it already frozen, that's the easiest. So this is kale. So I'm going to go ahead, use a measuring cup, put in a cup of kale or a little more. This is 1.5 cups of kale. In it goes. So I like to buy my greens frozen if I can, because it makes it so much easier. And if not, here's a bag of spinach I froze myself. So I just got one of those bins of spinach. I buy a couple for the week, and I just freeze one of them. And then I use it for my smoothies. It just makes the smoothie colder, and it's easier. And it's so easy to use this way. And quick and fast, and you never have to worry about it being bad. So I'm gonna put 1.5 cups of spinach in. So now we've got 3 cups of greens right off the bat. So that's good. And you can even put a little more if you want in, but that's what it looks like so far. So we've just got water and we've got greens, okay? Now we wanna do 2 vegetables. So what I like to do is beets. I always like to have a nice heart-healthy beet, get some citric acid in there, and I'm gonna throw some beets in there, and they're frozen. I've cut these beets up myself. I just buy them, do them through my food processor blender, slice them up, put them in a bag, and put them in the freezer. That way they're nice and cold, they're ready, and I don't have to worry about them going bad. So done. Beets. And my second vegetable, I would like it to be a cucumber or celery usually, because they are great. So I'm just gonna chunk up. You can freeze these too, so you can actually cut your cucumbers up and freeze them, but I haven't done it here, so I just have a fresh one. But you can make bags of that in the freezer. So I'm gonna put about a bunch of chunks of cucumber. So now I've got beets and cucumber. Okay, so I've got my water all the way up to the 2 cup line with a little bit of coconut water. I've got 2 greens at least, so 3 cups. Then I've got 2 vegetables, right? So now we're at 5. Now I'm going to do my fatty fruit, and it's got to be avocados and coconuts, okay? They're filled with tons of potassium, tons of healthy fat. So I happen to be able to buy them frozen. So there's a coconut, like a mature coconut frozen. You want the mature one, not the Thai Young, although the Thai Young's fine too, which has a little bit more carbs in it. So I'm gonna go ahead. If you don't, you can buy your actual coconuts, like I do, and then you can chunk them up yourself. If not, you can go ahead and open up a can of coconut milk, but I'm going to put probably about 3/4 of a cup of coconut. I'm getting my healthy fat and a lot of minerals, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and get my avocados. We want a nice dose of potassium, and also it's going to be nice, rich, healthy fats. So in here I've got about 1.25 cups together. So I don't want to totally overdo it, but this will cream up the smoothie. So again, and we've dumped it, okay? So there, we've got it. Now, if you blend this up like this will be super amazing, but it will taste bad, right? Because there's nothing in there that's sweet so far. So now that we're done with our 2 healthy fats, so remember we've got 2 liquids, which is water, coconut water. We've got 2 greens. I used spinach and kale. We've got 2 vegetables, beets and cucumbers. We've got 2 healthy fats, coconut and avocado. And now we're gonna have 2 healthy fruits, okay? So you can choose. I would do 1 berry because they're low glycemic, they're full of antioxidants, and they're amazing for you. You can do 2 berries or green apple. Again, a low glycemic fruit, tons of phytonutrients in it, healing benefits. So today, one day I might do like half of a green apple and maybe half a cup or a cup of raspberries. Same thing, I can do like blueberries and raspberries together or blueberries and apple. So those are the 3 that I'll kind of choose from just to stay away from the high. And they're really great. So I'm gonna go ahead and use blueberries today. So I'm gonna fill this to about half or 3/4 of a cup, not quite a full cup. I don't want tons of fruit, I want enough. And I'm going to do about this much of an apple, so half. So then I'm just going to cut that up. And again, you can chunk your apple. You can buy a bunch of apples, put them through your food processor, or cut them up and put them in bags. So you don't ever have to chop anything if you bag it. So I have my frozen blueberries and my apples. So this brings it up just under 2 cups here. So I'm gonna throw in my fruit. Okay, so 2 fruits. 2 healthy, low glycemic, fully antioxidant rich fruits. And then we're going to do 2 superfoods, okay? Or 2 spices. You can consider a spice a superfood, really. You eat them in small amounts and they're really rich and they help you. So I'm gonna go ahead in this one and I'm gonna throw in, I'm just gonna cut a thumb of ginger, my ginger here. So here is a thumb of ginger. I'm gonna throw it in as my 1 superfood. And my next superfood will probably be a powder. So let me go grab one. Here's a couple of ideas. So for spices, you can put in 2 spices and 2 superfoods if you want. Like maybe ginger and cinnamon would be a great spice. And then for your 2 superfoods, here's a vitamin C acerola cherry powder. Here's an elmaberry powder, both high in vitamin C. So I would maybe do a vitamin C powder. I also have collagen, which I consider a small supplemental superfood, and an organic plant protein powder here. So why don't I go ahead, I'll just throw in, so maybe let's do 2 spices and 2 powders, just for kick's sake. So I'll throw in a little bit of the acerola cherry powder here, which is just full of vitamin C. Just a little, I would say like a tablespoon. In it goes. And then for my collagen powder, again, a tablespoon. So that'll give us a little bit of collagen as well. If you're totally plant-based, then you don't have to use the collagen powder, and you can use the organic plant protein powder if you want. But I'm gonna go ahead and use those ones today. So there is my superfood blended amazing drink. So let's go blend it up and see what it looks like. All right, so we'll take it over, grab my, if it's too thick, then we want to go ahead and add more water, but we're going to just stir it off and do a little Vitamix, okay? And then we're going to blast it up. So we could add more water if you really like it like that, but I like them super thick. So as you can see, this is probably gonna do a little over a mason jar. So I'm just gonna set this up and pour it in so you can take a look. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna pour it in. And it's nice and thick. It's gonna be nice and cold because most of the vegetables were cold. Actually, it's gonna do just enough to fill this entire mason jar. There we go. So as you can see, this is a full, rich superfood drink. Okay, and you can put your straw in it or eat it with a spoon out on the deck, right? And if for whatever reason you think like, oh, this is just not sweet enough for me, I just can't do it, I can't eat this every single morning, it's just not quite sweet enough, you don't want to cut down on the vegetables, you don't want to cut down on the greens, you don't want to cut down on anything, what you would prefer to do is take a little stevia, either like a vanilla flavored one or a regular one, and just add in 1 or 2 drops and stir it up. That will just help. It will just help. The goal is it's better without the stevia, but if the stevia is what's going to make you drink it, it's low glycemic, it won't spike your blood sugar, and it's only a few drops. So again, that is today's, let me taste it. It's good. See, now I could drink it like that because I'm more used to it, but I could see how somebody who wasn't used to it would want to add 1 or 2 drops of stevia. And boom, you've got a delicious, delicious smoothie. So remember, just go over this. The 2 cups of liquid, we've got 2 cups of greens, 2 vegetables, 2 fats, which are basically the coconut and the avocado. You could use nuts. You can use nuts if you want to. Almonds or whatever, they could be part of the healthy fat. 2 super rich berries, like fruits. So it could be the, whatever 2 super fruits that you choose. And then 2 spices or 2 superfoods. And that's it. Blend it up and you are rocking and rolling, okay, for the day.